Welcome to the GoGCast, brought to you by Mad Cats, all about the game. An XSplit broadcaster, simple yet powerful, live streaming and recording. And now, your host, Leah.
Hello and welcome to another Girls on Games podcast. This is episode number 73. My name is Leah, your host for today, and I'm surrounded by some wonderful ladies here today. We've got Miss Catherine Smith-Debian, the other co-founder and chief of Girls on Games.
Hello.
We've got our esports expert extraordinaire, Miss Sarah.
Hey.
And a special guest, a woman who has so many hand skills of creating awesome stuff on YouTube and like a shit ton of subscribers, 253,000. Good Lord, woman. It's Jackie from NerdECrafter.
Hey.
How's it going? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm doing really well. I'm actually I was almost late to the podcast because I was on a Pokewalk. So do forgive me.
That's a legit reason. We understand. We've been there. Actually, speaking of Pokemon, thank you to everybody who came and hung out with us on Sunday when we went down Dorchester Square. It was a lot of fun. We had some popcorn. Chom brought the truck. We put down some lures. I got so many Pidgeys and Drowsies. Like, seriously. So many.
I think Ratatas are a little bit of everywhere here, though.
Oh, yeah. Ratatas, Drowsies, and Pidgeys. I'm, like, in abundance. Like, serious abundance.
Yeah, for sure. A little too much.
Indeed. So are you, we're going to jump right on into everything here today. What we usually talk about first is what we're all playing. So, Jackie, you're playing Pokemon Go. Anything else?
Yeah, actually, I just started the new Persona/Fire Emblem game.
Oh, cool.
And it's on the Wii U. It just came out 2 weeks ago.
Very nice. So and you're enjoying it?
It's really good because I had just finished Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita.
I've been debating picking that up. Is it worth it?
Oh my goodness. Seriously,
Yeah?
if you want to talk about games that are complete, this one is complete because it's not just the story of the game, but it's the story of your interactions also with the other characters, and the game progresses differently based on those interactions.
Well, now.
Really worth it.
Once I'm done The Witness, I think I know what I'm starting next.
Yeah.
I've seriously had my hand over the buy button so many times on the PlayStation Store for that game.
Worth it.
It's just like things just keep getting tossed my way and I get distracted.
Yes,
The
totally worth it.
distractions are real. Sarah, what have you been playing?
Pretty much Overwatch.
Yeah, still going hard, going strong.
Oh yeah, that game is just taking over my life, literally. It's like, I don't know, just been playing that so much. Way too much, actually. Maybe I should
Way too much. That's okay. You're loud.
Yeah, no, but still.
Get obsessed with a game.
Yeah, there
Part
you
of
go.
it. There you go. It's part of it. Who's your favorite character to play as? I don't think we've ever asked you that.
Oh, there's a few. I made Mercy for a bit, but now they kind of nerfed her, so she's not the same. So it's like adjustment period that I need to go through. I'm playing a lot of Diva right now.
Cool. She seems to be a hot commodity. A lot of people are playing her, cosplaying her, drawing her.
They kind of buffed her a little bit lately.
Ah.
So that helped a lot. She's really fun to play now. I really, really like her now.
Sweet. Miss Cat, what games you be gaming?
I'm still on The Witcher 3 because I'm a dirty completionist. So every time I really get into an RPG, they're like, here's your main quest. I'm like, cool, I'll go do that in about 30 side quests. So I've played what, I think 30, 40 hours. I need to open Steam to check, and I still haven't made it to Novigrad yet. So just
Such is life.
forever, just like, but there's still question marks. Ooh, new contracts. And by the time I'll get to Novigrad, I'll be like, I'll have like out-level it by double, but whatever. Dirty completionist. I'm like that. And I reclaimed my 3DS with my boyfriend because I wanted to finish Fire Emblem Conquest and then start Revelations, and then Pokemon Go came to Canada and that just went out the window.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the question is how much weight are we all going to drop by all the walking we're doing?
Between the move and Pokemon Go, I have lost almost 10 pounds.
Dear Lord, woman. You didn't have 10 pounds to lose.
I know. I weighed myself when I was at my mom because I don't have a scale. I'm really bad. I don't really look at my weight.
She doesn't need to.
Because I have a tendency to like dip weight really quickly and then get really sick. But it's like I was weighing myself. I'm like, oh, I'm below 130. Yep, for my height, and no, that's not good. That's like
give the woman a poutine.
I'm drinking soda.
That works. That works too. All right, guys. I want to get through the news really quick because I thought of this sick game that we're going to play, and I think people in the chat are going to love it. It's going to be awesome. I hope you've been playing Pokemon Go with the sound on. Just teasing that, okay? Just teasing that. Oh, this is going to be hilarious. This is going to be fun. Okay, let's get through the news because there are some pretty hot topics, though a lot of it's revolving around retro and Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's okay, though. We love that. First off, we had the NES, that little mini NES with 30 games built into it, coming in November that Nintendo announced. But now Sega's jumping on the bandwagon. So Sega is building this retro Mega Drive console and portable gaming system that you can haul around with you. So yeah, nostalgia is real lately. It's all to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the popular Sonic the Hedgehog franchise that we all know about. This article is from the Next Web. If you're curious, I'll be putting all the links to all the articles that we talk about and things in the post for this podcast on the website when the time comes, at girlsandgames.ca. But yeah, the company is reviving its Mega Drive brand from, in the form of a 2-player home console. This is kind of neat. You get it's a 2-player system right off the bat, unlike the Nintendo one. And it's a portable gaming system. The products are manufactured by a Chinese company and has previously released a slew of other retro consoles. Let's see here now. The console support original Mega Drive cartridges, so you can put your old stuff in there. That's kind of cool. Comes with 2 wireless controllers and plugs into your television. The portable system features a 3.2-inch display and includes a rechargeable battery with a USB charger. I think that's kind of cool. Here's the kicker. What is especially neat is that both systems come with 80, that's 80 built-in games, including Sega classics like Sonic, Mortal Kombat, Golden Axe, and Comic Zone. This means you can start playing as soon as you power them on. Kind of awesome, and it says it's going to be pre-order for $65 from the UK reseller. So I'm not exactly sure how much that is in American dollars or Canadian dollars. I'm assuming that's what it is, $65. But if it was in UK, wouldn't it be in pounds? Anyways, that's something else. But yes, 80 games, a console or a retro console. I'm not sure if it comes with it both in the box. That doesn't really make sense. But yeah, everybody's jumping on this reimagined retro game consoles instead of just putting them out in individual, like DLC stuff that you can buy. What do you ladies think? Would you buy a retro game console? I mean, last time we talked about the Nintendo one and everybody was like ready to jump on that, but now we've got a Sega one. Is Sega got enough, mind share to want us to buy one? Jackie? Oh, I think you're muted, my dear. I can't hear you. There we go.
There we go. Okay. Because I have my parrot in the background and he's screeching, so I'm trying to not be invasive. You'll hear him in the background go, hello, hello.
That's nice. Oh, how cute.
Yes and no. I was complete side story. I was on the phone the other day and my bird was like, hello, hello. And then the person on the other side thought it was my grandma that I was neglecting. So,
oh snap!
Yeah, they're like, is that your grandma? Should you go see her? I'm like, no, it's my parrot. So, yeah.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, that's him.
Ah, cute.
So yeah, definitely, I'm a fan of old school consoles, but because I have really great memories with them, I actually own them all. So I have name them. I even have ones that people may not have even heard of from Japan, and I have the original Nintendo also with the discs instead of the cartridges. So I have a lot of consoles. Now, I think the Sega and the Nintendo retro versions are a great idea for people who maybe are new to it or maybe want to introduce their kids to it or are not quite sure about the games. And then once they get maybe really into it, then if they really want to collect it, they can go for it.
Yeah, it's a cool concept to
Yeah.
get people to like dip their toe in the water, as they say,
Yeah.
retro gaming.
Because the games are really expensive. Retro games are getting pretty expensive.
And we're getting to the point too where we can't connect them to anything,
No.
right? We don't have old CRT monitors with the same connectors anymore. Everything's in HD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to buy an extra side connector on eBay, I think, for like $30, where we can plug in like 6 different consoles at a time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's handy. That's handy.
We're hardcore.
Hardcore, proper hardcore. Catherine, are you going to be picking up a Sega Mega Drive?
I'm actually considering it because my brother still has our retro consoles. We have nothing to play it on. We don't have any CRT monitors. I'm pretty sure there's an expensive adapter that we could buy, but at this point, I think it would be cheaper to buy that one and use our existing cartridges on the Sega Mega Drive. And yeah, that's the only thing. Like, I find the Sega, the fact that they added the cartridge function means that if you want to go beyond the 80 games and you have your collection, like I don't know how many Sonic the Hedgehogs there are in there, but we used to play Sonic 2 on top of the Echidna one, Sonic and Miles, I think, or I don't know. But there was a Sonic that you would open and you could put the extra, and then you could play as Sonic as Echidna in all the classic Sonic games, and that was our favorite thing to do, was to play changing the characters. So that means I could easily do it, unless they have that function included. But we also had a Game Genie, and we had all the extra bells and whistles. So I was really interested in the NES one, but the Sega one, just like because it's got 2 controllers and the cartridge, I'm like, ooh, this one, yes, that one I might buy first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you there. Bring back the Game Genie, yo. Like, seriously, that thing was the bomb. Sarah, thoughts?
I don't know if I'm gonna pick, and I want to pick this Sega one. Like I told you, when I was a kid, didn't really have any consoles, which might be one of the reasons why I don't really like consoles nowadays. But no, I just like, for me, a PC gamer, like
PC gamer
race all the way. No, I know some people really like consoles, but they're still really good games. And I don't remember very much playing Sega games, especially Sonic. If maybe once or twice when I was a kid, like at some friend's house or something. But no, I think I'm still gonna pick up the NES before I'm gonna pick the Sega. For some reason, just that one just calls out to me more.
Cool, that works. Hey, if Kat gets one and you get the other, we can just have a party.
Yes, we can do that.
Yay! All right, cool. All right, what I'm more interested in is the trailer that came out for Sonic Mania, which is Sonic the Hedgehog's next game, which totally looks like an old retro Sonic game, but in HD graphics. But like the music, the pixel art style, everything about it has me hooked. It's coming out in spring of 2017 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows PC. No news on the Nintendo side yet, but I guess it's
NX.
Yeah, maybe it's NX as well. I heard some stuff, but then did it in other articles, so I wasn't really sure what was real. That happens. But yeah, it's like the old school 2D adventure game, and you can play as Tails, Knuckles, or Sonic himself, which totally got me sold. I will be playing that, hopefully streaming that, and you guys can watch me rage quit, because that's what I end up doing on these old retro games that I'm terrible at, even though this one's not retro.
I gotta admit that when I lost connection with Sonic is when they went 3D, and
yes,
you were just running behind him, and I'm like, that does not make sense for my brain. It was fine when it was the bonus things, but the whole no. I think this is going to bring Sonic back.
All right, we'll look into that one. God, that was the voice of God, also known as Simon, the podcast producer. Thank you very much, Simon. The thing that I like about the side-scrolling Sonic games that makes the speed work, but also makes it so that you don't get violently ill watching it, is actually the patterns that they have in the ground around things. Now, that like checkered board pattern, I actually find that makes it easier so that you can actually pay attention, that like you don't get in the 3D-esque version where you're going behind him. It's not as easy to follow, if that makes sense. It's just the graphic design makes life easier. Playing Sonic in a 2D version. Yeah,
because when I was watching the trailer, for some reason I thought right away Mario Kart on steroids. So it was going really, everything was just going really quickly, and my biggest fear is that they make it too easy. I know it sounds really bad, but recently I played some of the older Sonic games and I was so frustrated. But it's a good thing, I guess, because I mean, that's why you have so much diligence when you play, because you're like, I'm going to beat this game. And kind of like the new Donkey Kong, they made it easier than the one on the Super Nintendo. So I'm hoping they don't go that route with the Sonic game. I hope they don't make it too easy.
Yeah, I can feel that. That's part of the draw of the retro games for certain. And I know there's games like Shovel Knight that throw back to that. Now, not nearly as hard as something like Battletoads. I know you're all going to yell at me for Battletoads. But yeah, like if they can still have some of that flavor in there, maybe it's the difficulty levels. Maybe like one of the characters are easier than the other. Maybe Tails is easy, Sonic's middle road, and Knuckles is freaking hard. I don't know. That could be kind of cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Speed running that game is going to be insane.
God, yes.
Indeed. All right, let's move on to the next one. We're really diving into more Pokemon stuff because that's what everybody's freaking talking about. I'm like, 3 weeks in a row, I'm going to talk about Pokemon Go. Yes. We're all still hooked. All right, so everybody's freaking out when Nintendo put out, when the Pokemon Go came out, and Nintendo's market share went up. But little did people know that Nintendo doesn't really have much to do with Pokemon Go. It's Niantic and the Pokemon Company. They do have shares in Pokemon, of course, and it's like everybody thinks Pokemon, Nintendo, happy medium, right? They're together. Well, no, not exactly. And Nintendo went along and told people that that really wasn't them, and their market share dropped by 6.7 billion. Like, they probably should have just went with it. I don't know. Is that like wrong?
I think it's not Nintendo's fault that, investors are human, and they just kind of like, Nintendo, Pokemon, okay, gotta jump on that. So they, inflation and all that crazy money stuff. And then they're like, dude, like, it's not us, man. And then everyone's like, whoa. And then they got scared, and I'm just making my Ninja Turtle sound effects right now, but yeah, it's not their fault. It's not Nintendo's fault. I think it was really good of them to actually come out and do it because, first of all, the game is free to play, so technically there wasn't really that much money in. So.
Well, I think it was just the idea that Nintendo had finally jumped into something that was more modern and wanted to put something on mobile. Aside from Miitomo, we know they're doing stuff, but they were like, ooh, they're actually doing good, cool shit. Let's give them our money so that we can make more money.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't really them. But that's okay. They know now what they have to build in order to make money. Something awesome, right?
Well, isn't the watch coming out sometime, I think, in October?
The little, like, pin thing?
Yeah.
For Pokemon Go? Yeah, but I mean, that should have been out now. They would have made barrels and barrels of money.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're waiting on there for. Yeah, I'm dropping an F-bomb on that. I don't understand. This game is here now in October, unless they have some serious things like some serious new content and stuff. They don't drop that. What's the point?
Yeah.
Drop it now.
You should be jumping on the bandwagon when people are really hyped about it. And I think it kind of almost leeways into another part of, I'm getting ahead of myself, but in another article that we're going to talk about.
Keep going.
Pretty much, how feasible is, Pokemon Go in the next few months. And my worry is school hasn't started yet. And a lot of schools are Pokestops.
Yes, they are.
So teachers, we're going to hear it from teachers, we're going to hear it from parents that are going to complain, that students are constantly swiping every 5 minutes to get the Pokestop, refreshed. So I don't know what the interest is going to be actually for how long is, I'm really into it now. So, I mean, yesterday we went out for a 2-hour walk and then today we were out for about an hour. So I don't know how long this hype is going to be, but they really should put everything out now while people are mega obsessed and want to be, catching all of them now.
Well, let's get into that. Oh, Kat, unless you want something to talk about before we jump into that.
Yeah, I thought the pre-orders for the Pokemon Pro, the Pokemon Go Pro pin, were sold out.
Like, I haven't even seen anything.
Me neither.
I know they were out for sale in the US, and apparently on Amazon, a lot of the pre-orders were sold out. And people were actually selling on eBay their pre-ordered him.
Wow.
So weird.
I'll look it up. I'll
Yeah,
give
look
you
it up and see if you can find
put a link in chat.
Yeah, let's continue this on this bandwagon though, because the next piece was about the new content potentially coming to Pokemon Go, including new Pokemon, but just not right now. So Comic-Con in San Diego was happening, and Niantic's CEO was up on stage and spoke a bit about the what's coming next for Pokemon Go. Because you have to remember too, it's not out everywhere, right? So I mean, almost it's close, but it's not complete out everywhere yet. So The Verge talked about what's coming up next, and what the CEO John Hanke, if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, said about it. They're talking about adding more Pokemon, of course, and talked about making Pokestops more active and have more things, like maybe their Pokemon health centers. It was what did they call them in the game again? The Poke Centers. Yeah, exactly. That was it. I was like, why is there health involved? I remember the hospital, but there was never health in the actual word. But yeah, and then stuff like trading and training features. But they're talking about all these things, which is awesome, but they haven't set a date. I kind of feel like what'll happen is they will get it rolled out everywhere, make sure everything's stable. People are getting really high level now. I believe the level cap is 30. And then, in like mid-August, we'll start seeing the new stuff trickle out.
Yeah, and I think I'll go ahead.
Oh, it's 40? Ooh. Wow. They got some projects. So yeah, you need some more Pokemon, because essentially, it's hard once you've collected them all to really get that extra XP. Yeah.
And I think the reason, I guess the logic between about releasing things kind of slowly is, if you leave everything out at once, then the hype is really high at first, and then there's nothing really to maintain that interest. But as soon as there's a new update, kind of like with Angry Birds, right? Angry Birds in Space or Angry Birds Forest, the people are more inclined to check it out just because there's something new added on.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll do stuff like WoW does, I'm trying to think of some of the other games that like auto level, like if you get to a point and they have like all these expansions out, they'll auto level you so that you have some kind of chance against other players. I wonder if it's something they'll look into. But I mean, the whole fun of it is collecting the Pokemon, so it kind of takes part of the fun out of it.
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll do something like that, because World of Warcraft, you can have multiple characters, so they give you an option to have one character at a certain level, but then after that, all the other characters you have to level from one or from a lower standpoint. As in Pokemon Go, you only have one avatar.
That's true.
I don't know, maybe they'll give you you're level 1, and they'll give you like 2 lucky eggs for you to like get a head start and maybe get a bit of an XP bonus. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see how they plan on doing it, but maybe something like that to get people into it. Oh, there's music playing in my headphones. That's always good, and distracting. That's okay. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's in Niantic's hands now how they want to play this. They have so many people captivated. Are they going to make it work? Are they going to push stuff out quicker? Are they not? Are they going to hold it? We have to see. All right, last bit of Pokemon news. More to do with Comic-Con. They finally released who the trainers are of the teams that we're all so dedicated to. We've got Candela for Team Valor, Blanche for Team Mystic, and Spark for Team Instinct. But poor Spark, he's getting a real ring around online. People do not like him. Why? I mean, Instinct already has a bad rap. Poor guys. I feel for them. Jackie, what team are you on?
I'm Team Valor.
So Candela is your girl.
I'm not saying anything. I'm like, no, don't trust the enemy.
Why does everybody hate poor Spark? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
I'm just enjoying the memes.
I know, they're funny. They're funny as hell. That one with
Oh, don't
Oh
say
my
it.
god, from not PT, the guy from PT. I saw it today. Someone shared it in our chat. Freak, that was funny.
From
holding the thing
Regus.
from
The next-
Death
next-
Stranding.
Yeah. From the next Kojima game, they removed the baby and they just put the trainer in there, and he's like hugging the douche trainer, and it's just crying. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. So yeah,
Beautiful.
You girls haven't seen the Full Metal Alchemist mashup one, have you? I'm
no.
not gonna spoil it for you. I'm not
Okay.
gonna say anything, but yeah, you have to find it.
All right, gonna have to go check that out. All right, cool. So yeah, if you've got more Team Spark memes, throw them our way because we like to giggle. Last thing before we play our fun game, for those people who are interested in playing No Man's Sky, and you don't have a PSN account, that's okay. Because you know how PS Plus, you need it in order to play a lot of games online? Well, they're not going to ban you or are not going to restrict you if you want to play No Man's Sky without it. It's just that you are going to need an internet connection, obviously, which is okay. I'm still waiting to see if this game is going to be any good. I don't know how to reserve myself for it yet.
I think I feel the same way with that game as I do with Spore. Do you remember Spore?
Oh, yeah.
Spore was really fun, and I mean the possibilities were ginormous, but obviously not to that scale. But I think the interest was there for not a very big amount of time. So I'm a little skeptical. I want to see more about it, I guess, before I commit to it. But I'm worried that the interest for me would be almost the same as Spore. I really liked it for kind of like Pokemon. I really liked it for a short amount of time.
I found Spore was kind of shallow and moved on to the next like world or evolution or whatever you want to call it too fast. And and I got bored real quick. And I hope No Man's Sky is not like that.
I hope not.
Yeah. All right, ladies.
Oh
I
boy.
am putting you up to the challenge.
Oh boy.
Are you ready? Are
No.
you ready for dun, 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 name that Pokemon? Pokemon Go style. What? You're gonna try? Everybody in chat has to try with us. Okay, this is gonna be fun. If you're listening at home, you can cheat and go on your Pokemon Go app and figure out what these Pokemon are. But I've got a bunch of Pokemon here, and I'm going to play their sound from in the game. Because all the Pokemon still have their little sounds, right? And I want you guys to try and guess who it is. So we'll start you off with an easy one, okay? I'm going to put, you can't see the screen, but I'm going to have my mic close to the microphone or the speaker on my phone. So are you ready?
Yes.
Name that Pokemon.
Blastoise?
Try again.
Ghastly?
Nope. Try again.
I don't know.
Come on. No, you guys are way off.
She said easy, so it's gotta be.
One more time before I show you who it is.
Onyx.
No. This game is hilarious. It's Magikarp.
Oh, I didn't catch it.
Yes.
I've been wanting Magikarp so bad. I didn't get him.
Not yet.
I got
Alright.
2 in the 2 km eggs, the 2 kilometer eggs.
Oh,
They have
that's good because you get lots of candies. All right,
Yeah.
here's one that everybody has been seeing. Okay,
Ratata.
you got it. You got it. That's what I should have done E's first.
I was just gonna unmute myself and go Ratata, PG, drowsy.
Okay, hold on. Let me come up with another one. Here's one. Name that Pokemon.
Eevee?
What?
Eevee?
No.
That is.
Anybody?
One of the worms.
It's a cute one.
But they're all cute.
Close,
Jigglypuff?
Simon. There you go.
What?
It's Jigglypuff.
I got one. I haven't played Pokemon with the Celadon since 1996, so this is.
People in our area of town will know this one. Yes,
Whoa.
Rosie. And I'll do one more. But this is a fun game. Who am I going to pick? Who am I going to pick? I want to stump you all.
I think you had us since the beginning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Any idea?
Pikachu?
No. Anybody? Come on. Start naming a Pokemon.
What color is it?
Orange.
Ooh.
Orange,
Charmander.
not brown. There you go.
Yeah.
Ah.
So yeah, there's my little game for the week. Name that Pokemon.
I'm gonna have to go and listen to the sounds when I'm right before bed. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, play all those and you'll have the little like digital sounds in your ears. I kind of wish they had gotten the sounds from the TV show. That would have been cute.
Yeah.
That would have been very cute.
But I think these sounds are more universal.
They're more, yeah, they're definitely more universal. And are they from the original Game Boy game?
Yeah. I think
Yes,
so.
they are. That's why I'm saying like
Haven't played it since then.
This makes me want to go get my freaking Game Boy and just like start playing again.
Meowth sounds weird.
one of the reasons I stopped playing with sound is because like every time I caught or took out a Pokemon, I was just like, what? Ow, ow. Like they try to make all the sounds with like the MIDI or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
I don't have a Pikachu. Like Pika, something like that. Yeah.
They added in an XY. They added the actual voice actress saying Pikachu. I'm sorry.
There, the thing that I do find annoying with this game when my dog just lost his mind, the thing that I do find annoying is that the sounds are so loud. I'm listening to podcasts often, but I like keeping the sounds, some of the sounds for when things pop up on screen and stuff as a notification, but they are really loud in this game. And I don't really know how to turn them off, turn them down without just turning them straight off.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, that's enough Pokemon Go. I'm glad you all had fun playing this game. Yeah, maybe we'll play it again another day when I have some other Pokemon downloaded, installed in there. I have a lot. I actually have a lot. But yeah, now everybody's going to go and listen to all their Pokemon talk. They're cute. They're cute. All right, on to our topic of the day, which happens to be Miss Jackie and her YouTube channel, NerdECrafter. Jackie, I am super impressed by everything you do on your channel. We met at a YouTube event here in Montreal.
Yes.
And after that YouTube event, I came right home and I probably watched about 10 videos in a row.
I'm like all shy.
Oh, don't be. They're so good. They're so good. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into doing your YouTube channel?
Well, a little bit about myself. I actually have also a full-time job. I'm a teacher and I love teaching. I've been teaching since before I had a degree in teaching. So I always loved giving kind of helpful instructions, but I'm really bad at following them. So I can't give me an instructional booklet and I just gave up right there. I absolutely love my YouTube channel and I started it, I guess for weird reasons, because when I didn't used to craft much until about 3 months before I started my YouTube channel. So, and when I started my channel, it was because there was a giveaway for a really cute parrot pin. And I really and I put my name in for the giveaway and I didn't win. And I was so upset. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make my own. So I went and I found out what the material was and turned out to be polymer clay. So I kind of got into that and started making my own pins. And then I just kind of got addicted and wanted to show people how to make stuff in case they couldn't afford it, because at the time the pins were pretty expensive and I couldn't really buy one. So I wanted to I didn't show people how to make those pins because that's another artist's design, but I showed people how to make things that I kind of thought of and designed and kind of just put them online and see, people can make their own stuff for less expensive.
It's a really cool idea. And you run the whole gamut of different stuff from jewelry to like desk, crafts that can stay on your counter, that kind of stuff, items you can wear.
Yeah.
And you're very known for your hats.
Yeah.
A really cute Magikarp hat.
Thank you. I love Magikarp and Psyduck. Those are my two favorites.
Very cool. So why did you decide to stick to YouTube to be able to teach people? I mean, you could have done it through a website. You could have done it through many different ways. Why YouTube?
I'm extremely visual and I need to see things be done in front of me. Pictures just weren't enough. I did try, I think, a blog for a week. And it just wasn't enough for me. I felt like there wasn't enough connection with people. And what I really loved about YouTube is that you can connect with people and they can ask questions, and it feels a little more like they can ask questions outside of just how do you do it, because how you do it is very much there. So that the connection is a little more, and I really love my subscribers. I actually know many of them by name.
That's cool.
Yeah, since I first started, and many of them have stayed with me up until now, and I know them all by name, and we still interact on all my other social media too.
Awesome. What how do you get your ideas for your all your crafts? Because there's a lot there.
I don't know where they come from. They just kind of come from in here, and then sometimes in the middle of the night, I actually legit have a notebook next to me, because I'll wake up and I have to write it down, because if not, it's gone out there in the universe and it'll never come back. So just sometimes I'm sitting down and I'm like, hey, I really like Pokemon Go. And so I recently did a Pokemon Go inspired environment.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah, and that I really wanted to make the different kinds of Pokemon in different layers. And I thought it would be really cool. So I started drawing, what it could look like. And that's kind of how I design each and every project. Is I really do sit down and draw and try to see how things would work. He doesn't like Pokemon Go.
I think he probably sees Pokemon outside.
Oh, I gotta go out there now. He's your Pokevision.
He and I Pokemon Go together all the time.
Aw, that's so cute.
Sorry that he interrupted you.
No, that's okay. I completely, it's gone out there in the universe now.
That's okay. It's all good.
I'm a complete airhead.
We know how that is. We're airheads as well. It's in one ear and out the other all the time.
Yeah.
We've got a question actually from Cheesecake Chick, who I love her name. It's awesome.
Oh,
she says, hey, Jackie, I've watched your channel for a while. I can't remember for how long, but the first video I remember that came out after I started watching was the glow-in-the-dark monster polymer clay thing.
That is a really old video.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a collaboration, if I'm not mistaken, with another channel for the theme of night lights.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so I made this monster, and the monster was just something I drew, and I'm like, hey, it would be kind of cool to get it to glow in the dark. And by the way, hi, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, and I remember that one. It wasn't my favorite project, but I think if I were to redo it, I have a really good idea how I could remake it really hardcore pimped up.
That'd be cool. It's always fun when people come back to their projects after after they've been there for a little while. And Cheesecake Chick says, yeah, you actually got me into crafting and polymer clay.
Aww,
Yay.
hearing that makes me so happy, hearing people say, you know what, you introduced me into polymer clay. And yeah, it makes me feel like I've touched, someone's hobby life, and it makes me really happy to hear that.
That's sweet. Kat and Sarah, I'm going to let you ladies ask some questions. Kat, you want to start it off?
What type of crafting do you not do now that you want to get into, like knitting, branch out for polymer? Is there something on your wish list that you're like, I want to learn?
Yes, drawing. And actually, just before the podcast started, I released a video on my channel telling people that I want to get into drawing. So it works out so perfectly. Yeah, because I want to get into drawing. I stopped drawing when I was younger, and I just want to get into it because I bought all the materials. So I have alcohol markers, water paints, and watercolors. I have all the material, and I have no excuses now. I would like to kind of have my Mondays as bonus videos dedicated to drawing and coloring. So yeah, definitely drawing and coloring, because I think it'll help me improve on my clay art.
Yeah, I mean, any type of skill where you're thinking about like all the different perspectives and stuff like that, and drawing will definitely help. It's like, but it's a little different going from 3D to 2D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think it's still, they're still related because you get to learn a little more about, like you said, perspective and also proportions that I have no gauge on. That's why I
That's
don't
true.
really do faces.
That is true.
Monsters are
Sarah?
safe.
Sarah, I'll let you throw a question out there.
Unmute yourself, Sarah.
I'm sorry. That happens so many times.
It happens.
Yeah, I don't know if there is like a favorite franchise that you've done or like favorite characters. Like if there is one, which one is it? Like characters that you love doing over and over again, or including different projects and things like that.
I try not to do too many of characters of the same project, of the same franchise, but I have to say that the one that I've probably done the most is Legend of Zelda. And it's really hard not to because there's just so much inspiration from that game. And actually last week I did a Legend of Zelda environment also. And then I think I also did the Hylian symbol, and I did a miniature Link, and I even have a future project that I want to do, but I want to space it out a little more. So I was going to do a Nightlight also. So Legend of Zelda, I think I try not to do too much close to each other, but it is an obsession for me to do anything Legend of Zelda related.
Cool. I really like your EOS lip glosses and repurposing them because I like them in their like sort of simplistic factor, but then you just bring them to a whole new level that if you whip that out of your purse, people will be like, oh my God, especially the Pokemon DIY one.
Yeah.
With Pikachu in the lip gloss.
I know. Isn't he adorable?
It looks so good.
I actually haven't used it. Do you want it?
Oh my goodness.
I haven't used it.
Well, now.
I tend to hoard my crafts. So I
will be taking lots of pictures with my lip gloss being like,
you're like nail art. You're always like, hey.
Exactly. I'll be Vanna Whiting all of that. How many videos have you done to date?
Oh my goodness. I actually have no idea.
Really?
I have no, I told you I'm an airhead. I used to love Serena from Sailor Moon because she's an airhead, and I related so much to her. And I'm just like, I'm not sure. I think maybe 200.
Wow.
179.
How much?
You got it all?
279.
Oh my goodness, already?
Yep. And your exact subscriber number right now is 253,499. Oh wait, let me subscribe as Girls on Games.
Ooh.
And let's make that 253,500 subscribers.
Yay, thank you.
So awesome. When did you start?
3 years ago, February 13.
Wow. Just before Valentine's Day.
A Thursday, yeah. It was a Thursday, and I haven't skipped a single Thursday since that day.
Cool. Is that your upload day?
That's my upload day.
Amazing.
It's a good excuse to say, you know what? Sorry, I can't go out for coffee. I gotta record a video.
It's a major commitment. It's a major commitment.
It is. And I think crafting videos really take a long time to create because there's all the background behind it where you have to design the creation, and then you have to film it, and then there's the editing, which is a lot of work. It's not just speeding through a creation. You have to actually stop and select the right parts for it, and then the voiceover. So I would say each video takes me about 6-7 hours of creating, and about 4 hours of editing.
Wow.
So
what is the biggest thing that you have learned during this process?
That I'm more patient than I thought.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't like to spend too much time on nitty-gritty things. I'm the bigger picture kind of person, not the detail kind of person. But when I'm crafting, it really helps me focus because I am ADD. And this is one of the only things that once I start, I need to finish hard. Like I really have to focus on it 100%. So I found that I'm more patient than I thought. And that's definitely, I was never talented, but that talent does come with time. So that's another thing I learned a lot about myself.
If you could remake, we talked about remaking videos. If you could remake one of your crafts again, which one would you do?
I think, let me just take a quick look because I have really.
There's 270 something of them.
Yeah, I
That's
think
a lot.
what I would probably, I'm just looking really quickly on which ones are my favorites. I have a tank.
That that Hearthstone Grand Tournament shield is amazing as well.
I was super happy because I got, I was actually working with Blizzard for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
Very
we
nice.
actually communicated and they, you know, it was back and forth. I was sending them my designs and coloring it and showing them what I think. And they told me what they thought. So I had to redo some parts that they may have liked or something. So it was really cool because throughout this whole time, I got a chance to work with also Activision. I work really closely with them.
Mhm.
And anytime there's a new Skylanders item, they're like, here, like, have fun with it and see if it inspires you to do something. And more often than not, I do work around. Actually, you know what? Here's another franchise actually that I've done a few things for. I've done quite a few Skylanders things, but I always like to take things from a different angle.
Okay.
Always. So it's not just Skylanders people who will enjoy it, but everyone else, even if they don't know Skylanders.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Did you find the one that you would like to retry?
I was looking back and I was like, I got sidetracked.
I apologize because I'm looking at the same time too.
Oh, you're looking too?
So many good ones that I
Oh my god! I feel like I want to look at my older ones, but I haven't gotten the guts yet to look at my older stuff again.
That's hard.
That's really hard. I'm really scared to look back, and I think, because I'm really into a lot of different fandoms now, and what regrets do I have? Okay, I did find one regret. Okay, so one of the regrets was my Harry Potter letter holder.
Okay.
And I love Harry Potter. And that letter holder, I remember, it took me about 3 days to figure it out. So I was crafting for 3 days nonstop, and it just kept failing on me. And looking back at it now, I'm like, no wonder it failed on me so many times. So I would probably go back and redo this. And I'm pretty sure I could do a much better job.
That'd be cool.
Only because it's a regret, not because it's a great project.
And do you have your favorite one? The favorite thing you
Yes.
made?
Well, you know what? My favorite would have to be the most recent one that just came out is the Pokemon environment.
Yeah, that one's
That
super
one.
cute. You guys
I'm
go
really-
check that out.
I'm really happy with that one because I did use a lot of different mediums for that one, and I'm really happy with it.
I'm curious to know which video has the most hits.
It would be my koi pond.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, it's a really old video, and it's my koi pond waterfall.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back in time and check all of those out too.
I think it's like 2.5 years old. Maybe it's gonna hit 3 years, I think, in August.
Cheesecake Chick says, I think my favorite project was the stained glass one with the liquid sculpty. I had fun trying that out myself.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so cool that you're getting direct feedback from people who are trying your projects.
Yeah, I
and having
love
fun with them.
Yes, I love, especially anytime I tell people, to hashtag me on Instagram, and what I do is I re-Instagram their creations also to show off, like this is doable. It's not just me. You guys are also nerdy crafters. We're all nerdy crafters.
It's excellent. I love it. Any last questions, Kat and Sarah?
Not for me.
Did we get any questions from chat?
Yeah, if anybody in chat wants to ask any questions. I think I have one last one. What's the most complicated project you've done to date?
The most complicated in terms of time, or?
Oh, yeah. What was the longest one that took you to do?
I think the longest one was probably the Pokemon one.
Okay.
I was still trying to figure how things work, and I like to do things one shot. I try not to redo the same, and especially sometimes I only have one item, so I try not to mess that up. So the Pokemon one, I think, took me maybe 3-4 days of working on, but it shouldn't take people 3-4 days. It's just the logistics of it took me a while to figure out how to work on the layers. So that one for sure. But one of my favorite ones that was challenging but fun to work on was my Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington in a bottle.
Ooh.
It's as small as my fingernail.
Wow.
Yeah, if you look at that, you're going to see how tiny he is and how the limbs, I actually worked on making limbs out of wire, thread wire.
Wow, that's cool. I have to go back and look at that one.
Yeah, that one's also almost one of my most viewed.
Okay, last question before we wrap it up for the day. For anybody out there that wants to start crafting, wants to start a YouTube channel like you have, do you have any tips for them, things they should, look out for, or just go for it?
Just go for it. Don't wait for when you're ready. Don't say, I'm going to start a channel or I'm going to start crafting, and show people how to do it when I'm good. Because looking back, I thought I was okay. And then as you progress, you get better. And then you look back and you're like, I wasn't that great, but I'm glad I started when I did. Because if you wait too long, you'll never feel satisfied where you're at, because you can always get better. So don't wait for when you're ready. Just go for it. That first step is always the hardest, but it's worth it.
Awesome.
And be consistent. That's a very important tip.
Jackie, thank you for hanging out with us here today.
Thank you so much.
This has been enlightening.
I'm having so much fun.
Yay! So that pretty much wraps it up for us here at Girls on Games podcast here this evening. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much, Jackie. Before I give my spiel, I want you to be able to say all your social media channels and YouTube links and all that jazz to the world. Go right ahead.
So I am NerdECrafter, and that's nerdy with an E. I love play on words, so it's nerd, letter E, and then crafter, all one word. And you'll find me under the same name on Twitter, Instagram, especially Instagram, and Facebook, and YouTube.
Sweet. We're going to go follow you on all of those. Kat, how can people track you down on Twitter if they want to holler at you?
I am CSDESBINS everywhere. Tumblr,
Everywhere.
Twitter, Instagram, Xbox, PSN. If you like photos of cats and of flowers and of all the pretty animals I petted while I was at a wedding on a farm. Spoiler alert, it was a horse, a pig, and a sheep, and a few cats. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I post stupid shit all day, every day.
Love it. Love it. Sarah, where can people track you down?
It's same like Cat. Mine is Zayfa everywhere. So ESEIPHA, and so it's written down on the video. You can follow that.
Perfect. There you go. It's on.
There you go. Go for the video. But it's pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Battle.net, all of there, everywhere.
Sweet.
Twitter, especially Twitter. I'm always on Twitter, pretty much.
And I'm Leah Jewer on most social media accounts, but I know you want to follow Girls on Games. That's what you're really here for, right? Kat and Jackie. So you can track us down at girlsongames.ca, of course, where all this good fun stuff is going to be. Before I totally wrap it up, I'm going to thank Funyo, of course, for being our wonderful host for the website. So if you're looking for cool VPS service for your website for hosting, go check them out. Thank you very much, Simon, for being Mr. Technical Producer Extraordinaire and Voice of God and correcting my Pokemon Go knowledge. We have a wonderful stream team that occurs here every week. This week, we've got Cathlis on Tuesday playing Nathan Drake. Alice is doing some creative stream and some awesome drawing. By the way, go check out our Instagram and then her Instagram, because she is an amazing artist and she drew a really cute picture of her with her favorite Pokemon, Gengar.
She is streaming right now, so I will host her as soon as we're done.
Yay! We've got a new streamer coming in to play some games. It's Anby Gaming coming to do a guest stream on Thursday, and then Simon's going to be playing some Overwatch on Friday. So that's Twitch for you for here on Girls on Games for this week. If you want to follow us on Twitter, we're at The Girls on Games. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram at Girls on Games. And of course, it's all on the website. And we've got some really cool articles up that have gone up in the past little while. There's so much content coming out in the next 2 weeks. Seriously, guys, go read it. Go check it out. But that's it for me this evening. Thank you all. Thank you, guests. Thank you, chat. Thank you all the people listening on the iTunes and the YouTubes and the stuff later. Have a wonderful week. Keep gaming, and we'll see you this time next week. Bye.